Christopher Columbus came here 1492 to the north, yeah, yeah. Christopher Columbus was an Italian master, yeah. Navigated complete for fire cars across the Atlantic Ocean. That opened ways for European exploitation, yeah, and the colonization of America, yeah, yeah. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, with ships by the way whereof I speak unto thee. Yeah. You shall see them no more. Now you shall be sold unto your enemies, for born men are born women. Yeah. And no man can buy you, 'cause you are king, and you serve the living God. Yeah. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. The mighty God, even the Lord has spoken. Call the air from the rising sun to the going down. Yeah, out of Zion, the perfection of beauty. Yeah, call the shine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this your girl to talk with Tiny. We will be working on that song. We will be working on that song. Um we got some fixing to do on that song, but it's all good because either way, it still send a nice wave. It went right with the wave. It goes with the storm that we living in. I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. To the point where you gotta be able to connect the dots. Now is not the time to be feeling dismayed. Those who are not doing right in your soul are going to be the ones to be feeling dismayed in such a time as now. You should be feeling like a winner. You should be already like uh I want to give you a great illustration. So I was thinking of putting something together, and then that movie came to me, Space Trader. Go check that out. Space Traders uh, is probably what they wanted to tell you a long time ago, but they can never really find it within themselves. I mean, like, think about it. Think about Area 51. Think about Las Vegas, the most treasurish. And by the way, Las Vegas, Nevada is Nevaeh the in the Bible, Sin City. Those of you who are still trying to figure out where you are, what part of the land you are in, make no mistake about it. We are in an amazing land, and what happens in Nevada, like they say, stays in Nevada. Well, yeah, that is a big part of minding golden of our treasures. That I'm telling you, America is the northern kingdom. So those of you who's like, well, how come we don't have diamonds like the southern kingdom? Well, we do have other things. I mean, there's so many things. It's always been the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom for so long, and these Gentiles and of different nations were dying to come and discover these lands, if you will. And it's so important that we know our history, because if we don't know how to follow the North Star, I tell you what, make a long story short, there are some strange things happening, with the sand and the storm and other things, if you will, as well. Like 5 hours ago, from that uh, Sahara desert dust storm that uh, came also with an invasion of crows in Texas, because the Sahara is supposed to come from Africa across through the land, the trade path, where they sold the descendants, I mean the slaves, our ancestors. So it was a backtrack of that. And to come and see, you know, that the video I was doing earlier, keep this in mind, y'all. Katrina is no different than Maria, is what we need to understand. So here it is. So this dust is coming all the way from uh, Africa, working its way all the way up across through the Caribbean, okay, through these major North, Central, South America, Caribbean islands, wonderful islands. We are amazing, amazing us, the hidden ones. Finally, we are receiving a major breakthrough. So it was funny because I was playing with all the information and the notes that I have that I keep, and I was able to go back and find uh, space traders. So it's an illusion of the aliens, of them invading uh, this land in the latter days, right? And why is this land so precious and so important, and how invasive Europeans have been ever since? We're talking about, we're talking about the land of Canaan here, once upon a time. We're talking about a whole bunch of these Babylonians, never ending nightmares, you know. Finally, it's just something clicked within my soul today to even go back and to say, you know what? Let me see something. Let's see what they said about these uh, Caribbean U.S. faces powerful sandstorm from Sahara Desert, right? It's funny. Me and my accent, excuse my accent. Someone said I'm the intelligent Cardi B. I'm older than her, okay? She get that shit from me. I told my daughter, you better tell her ass I'm older than her. I've been on this earth way before her. You feel me? That's that Brooklyn shit. Period. Top. But anyhow, let me go ahead and hit this. And then maybe we can get into this. Let's get into this, y'all.
The Caribbean right now is being blanketed by a sandstorm that has come all the way from the Sahara. It sounds incredible, but it's actually something that happens usually every year about this time in the summer. What is unusual about it, though, is the density of the sand. There are scientists who say that it has been years, perhaps even decades, since they have seen such a thick sandstorm, so much sand in the air over the Caribbean, and it has gone island by island. Now it is going over the island of Cuba, this morning, Wednesday morning in Havana. It was a normal morning. It seemed perhaps a bit smoggier than usual, but throughout the day, we have seen the sky get darker and darker behind us. Buildings that usually would be able to see very clearly have become more and more blurry. People have said that they went the entire day without seeing the sun. In Cuba right now, it feels a lot hotter than it usually would. It feels like a very muggy, smoggy day, and that is just supposed to continue. They're recommending that everyone wear masks, which people, of course, are right now because of the coronavirus outbreak. They say that people should stay inside, drink lots of water, but that otherwise it really isn't too much of a health risk.
And it's funny because the Most High placed it in my heart to say this. It's like a 401k. You get to take as many as Israel's out, but the Most High gonna match you. So if it's 2%, 3%, million%, the Most High is going to meet you. The Most High is going to show you the breath taker, the breath snatcher. I need a drink of water for this one. Because these white people steady playing, trying to be God. Now would be the time to come up off your knees and stop worshiping white Jesus. Seize your balls here, please. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? The son of perdition, they out here in full effect. The monarchs, the Nazi collaborators, the fascisms. If they ever had to come back in any form of communism, it would have to be in fascism. Listen to them when they talk. Do you ever take a minute? Sometimes we got to learn how to humble ourselves and just hear what the next words are saying, what they mean. What does that mean for us? But check this air out. Look how foggy it is. Can you imagine? The Most High is matching them up. So we will see who this next wave will hit. And they try to play like, oh no, when they want to see, what happens is they want to be on top in a stolen land. They want to be on top in a stolen land and have the Most High Yah's children held in captivity. And I cannot stress this enough. So I did a crazy ass video today. But let me tell you what else I stumbled over. And I said, oh my God. Shout out to Raptor News because he always come through. It's a thing in the air. We vibing. And we coming together collectively. We putting in that work. You just gotta seek the truth. And the truth will, I'm telling you, it will be like a choice. You will have to feel your way through this. But not feel emotional. You will have to be anti-bullshit. You will have to be very open-minded to receive, to even get to the other side, halfway through to this portal, because the only way out is in your mind. And when you come out of it in your mind, then you can actually come through the physical part. So as we watch this, right? but then, so my brother goes and he does a wonderful video like this. And this is all I could see, man. I said, Dad, the world is great because of Israel. Talk about the salt of the earth. This video touched my heart to the depth of my soul. I said, oh no, I have to share this feeling because I guarantee you, if you can listen to it 4 or 5 times and you're gonna cry, because you're gonna see how great Israel is. Even at the bottom of her bottom, she's still so great, and the world can't live without her. But we have come into a point in time where Israel is getting ready to go her way. And if okay, take it away. Take my word for it. Shout out to Rap the News. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, boo.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami, ilondoloze, 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 zungangishilana. Ilondoloze, 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 zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema ikhaya lami, ilondoloze uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Ilondoloze, ilondoloze,
my God, that video right there, that video right there, this video right here hooked me up. It hooked me up. It hooked me up spiritually. You hear me? And what happened was, by the time I was done, gasping for air and just having my visions, and I'm just crying out, and I'm crying out, and I'm like, oh no, this is, and it hit me, and all these other things hit me. They want us to build some utopia for them. They think they're gonna take our utopia next. They want our technology. They want to turn us into transhumanism in our own utopia, right? In their mind. How dare them? They have plans. Listen, we are the best builders. And the greatest thing about Israel, the one thing I love about Israel is a people is so wonderful. They are the salt of the earth. They are the peculiar people. And these white Christians try to steal that. They are in love and in love with the thought of being drafted. And even though they know that we're still currently in a broken covenant, we've served our purpose here. We are ready to go. But they don't want to let us go. This is what this is all about. And to the point where the signs and the subliminals are everywhere. What they hitting up now? Florida, Texas. Oh, there's a dust in the air. Most I say, okay, I'm gonna match you up. For every one of mine you come for, I'm gonna match you up like a 401k. If you are putting in, I'm gonna match you. And every time you come for mine, I'm gonna show you who I am, Pharaoh. Again, amazing. So here it is. The Most High goes and he sends another message. But is Pharaoh listening? I don't know. Let's see.
That's incredible. Look at this. Every car washes will make some money now. Ching ching. Thanks to the birds.
When I think of this, I think of the birds eating the beasts and everyone who took his mark. See what I'm saying? So we gotta endure to the end. Because even when you're going through certain scriptures, there's certain scriptures that prophesy about these things. And the one that hit me was Proverbs. Proverbs 30:17, the eye that marks a father and scorns to obey a mother will be picked out by the ravens of the valley and eaten by the vultures. Ooh, the Most High say, I'm gonna match you up in real time. Every time you make a move, I'm gonna make a better move. Ooh, nah. Now listen, you want to see the power of the Most High, you have to denounce religion. You have to come out of that. You have to look from out the box and knowing that you are the star, that shooting star, that all obstacles were against, and you made it, you have to make it back out of here, your mission is to fulfill your prophecy in spirit and in truth. Help win this race. They're never going to tell you this because this is the real spiritual race. When I say Melchizedek, when I say celestial, I really mean that in a speed of light. Those birds are all up in there like swimwear, talking to the government on a higher level. This is different language right here. But you ain't hear from me because I'm not the one that gossip. But check this out. Bro, everywhere. Oh, yeah, God. And you know what the ending bargain is? Give me back my melanin people with at least 2,500 milligrams worth of melanin in their skin. That all goes back. All the mulattoes they try to create, all the hideous, inhumane things that they have created, breeding, monarchs, shadow government, underground stuff that they've been cleaning out, the air, the evilness. They've been doing this. This is a project. So they saving Israel for last is what they doing, right? But what they did was they, you even see, the lights in the air, why the sky was so blue in New York. New York is one of the main facilities that hoard children in and out underneath bunkers. And this is all coming through the power of the eye. See, when you can tap into spirit realms and see things, rather it's the future or something that's urgent that you should be connected to. You should be seeing these things in harmony. You should be knowing that, for ye are God's children of the Most High, that the devil is after you and he is not invisible. But the Most High that they come against, that's the invisible enemy. They call that their invisible enemy. So they want to come and all 10 kings rise up. They at the Valley of Joseph right now, playing. But it goes that spirit that will hook off and they will begin to kill each other. The Gog and the Magog. Look, don't believe the hype. Look, everything they've got is to shoot in the sky at the firmament. They all confederated against the Most High Yah's chosen. Psalms 83 tells you that. And the reason why they are at the Valley of Josaphat and are warring with the saints, you perhaps, is because they want to keep you. You're the best builders of all great old time. See, these white people will preach like true Gentiles, and they tell you, "Hey, I'm a Gentile," but if you receive Jesus in your heart, like what? God forbid if you stumble in their name. And the Most High talks about, not being sharing His glory with anyone. That's serious stuff right there. So we need to get it together, departing from these idols. So we should be able to see the power. Look at nature take its course. Look.
Everyone's filming. I'll just make this a good 10 minutes and nothing but birds everywhere. Look at this. Good grief.
How many of us know that to see a crow symbolizes something? And they talking to you, right? And you see, and imagine a whole bunch of them. What does that symbol? What does that symbolize? Can anyone, no one that's never seen anything like this? If it's not bats in the sky, is crows, vultures. I mean, there's so many scriptures talking about these creatures, these beasts of the field. Beasts of the field. And the one thing that the Most High always compares his children, if the beasts of the field can and fly around and so forth and survive, and I take care of that. Imagine what I do for my children. Now, there's two different types of beasts you got different beasts, dogs, the one that the Messiah didn't even want to feed, He said, I didn't even feed you, that the dog that you are, you know, scraps. I'm talking about some scraps underneath the table. So you got dogs, dogmas, these reptilians that prey on you, you know. And it's so important to know the history of that. How the Egyptians, right? They pray to dragons, you know, reptilians, you know, they worship them, you know. But as you can see, meet me, meet me in the comment box and let me know what you think about this. You know, tell me, what is your personal, humble, spiritual opinion? Because at some point we all have this power in us, you know, that we can actually sense. We know something is coming. We just don't know exactly what. What could it be? You know? But check it. Real time. And they just calm, cool, collected. They can actually be real vicious if they want.
Golly. All right, guys, I think I've had enough of this crow convention here. It's cold. It's colder than the witches. Well, y'all know what I mean.
I'm gonna tell you what that shit mean, bro. That shit mean give up the land. Get off the land. That should definitely mean get off the land, give up the land. This is not your land. And we starting to hear that a lot, more frequent. They are this is their biggest fear, you know. Um, that they will be told to get off a land that they know is not theirs. They know that they hijacked. They know that they have us hostage in our own land. You know, playing this matrix shit. That, I'm telling you, it's an illusion. It's a game. It's something that they created, and they got bigger plans. Believe that shit if you don't believe nothing else. That's why I tell you right now. And even if you come over here and you check through this, you know, Sahara Desert, dust storm, historic dust, you know. I know you can actually go and read about the Spanish flu and that dust, you know, and what we can actually, you know, come together, you know, on. But we should be on a whole nother level. Like we should be able to recognize what's taking place. I mean, for those who are in the know, those who don't reject knowledge, you know, like this is serious stuff. And then there's supposed to be a full moon, a blood moon on the 4th of July. So get ready for that. We don't know. I don't know what that means, but they're talking about it. You know, they talking about it. You know, um, there'd be little things like that. You know, and the only reason why I talk like this because your enemy, they go by these little bones and skulls, little not saying to you know focus on them, but just try to figure out what they praying on and why they praying on you at this certain time and what is the meaning, because everything they do they do accordingly. So this is July 2020 full buck moon, a lunar eclipse. It's called a thunder moon. Jeez, I never heard of nothing like that. A thunder moon. I know. I mean, I've heard of eclipse, but damn, low hanging moons near the horizon appear larger to humans. What the heck? So, as you can see, they have some kind of type of plans for that. Now, me personally, this is my first time seeing it, so I'm definitely gonna go check it out in Gematria and check it out. You know. Now, like I always tell y'all, don't play with Gematria if you don't know what you're doing. Keep it clean. Don't try to jump into no and do what you want. I'm just saying, I'm warning you. I keep it clean, like for things, certain things, like to break decodes and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with it. Now we the only ones who can break that code. That's why they need artificial intelligence to watch us. Artificial intelligence is all about us. It's a duplicate. You know, they one art. The only sad, scary thing is that one robot can think for billions of people in 1 second. Now that's a bit scary. That can definitely replicate and take off on a whole nother angle. Don't think for once they're not scared of artificial intelligence. They know if they let that shit go, that would be the worst thing ever. But the greatest thing is this. So we do have, some things taking place in the firmament. As you can see, it is different entities. You know what I'm saying? It can appear, reappear, disappear. And that's pretty much what we are experiencing in the skies right now around this time. Pay attention. You will find the sky more purple, more orange, more fiery. That is a gamma rays. That's a blessing. There's going to be a lot of people that won't be able to receive that. You know what I'm saying? They won't be able to receive it. They will immediately. It's a gene that connects with in us that they are extremely fearing right now. You know what I mean? Because we are being turned on. Like moments like right now, we enter the know. We denounce their seizure Borgia garbage. We're not worshiping idols. So that's a great, wonderful thing. We're coming back to nature, and nature is taking its course. There is a story. The dragon tried to swallow the woman, and the earth saved her. Don't ever get this twisted, okay, y'all? So when I say Israel, let's go, let's pack it up. We are everything. When we move, the world moves just like that. The world's always watching the north, always watching the north. They always got their eyes on the north, on a specific certain people, you know, and it is what it is. We are the most gifted, amazing people on the face of the earth. It didn't matter if it's in reggae, Spanish, uh, different languages, African American, supposedly. So cool. Panamanian. It didn't matter what Negro you are. You could be a Puerto Rican Negro, a Panamanian Negro, a Cuban Negro. Listen, you are who you are, and nobody can take that away from you. So, but we are definitely from the Northern Kingdom, and yes, we have Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom, and yeah. So, what we experiencing right now is the Earth taking its form, reshaping, and it's gonna be a lot of us that we're gonna have to really, really decide right now in this particular moment how we're gonna walk away from these false deities, these false dispensations without behaving. Because there's so many people on here, and the Most High just be showing me they can't get out their pastory ways. I call them they beyond watered down. They just so, oh my goodness, so virtual. I mean, they're like a bunch of robots. And it's scary because everything they say is a lie. Everything that it was ever preached in these front store churches was a lie from the pit of hell. Can you imagine growing up in an environment, growing up, look, born into sins, right? Believing that you're born into sins. Oh my goodness, to the gracious. Born into the sin that you wasn't even born yet, and you was already sacrificed through the fire for these demons, because the word tells us about us sacrificing our children to the demons. That's what this book told us, but we don't listen. And it's like, wow. And then we want to sit there and try to think like, okay, so this book ain't for us. So what do we do now? Okay, we know that there's the Most High. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna read the book, me in the spirit and in truth, and we're gonna be the total opposite and reverse everything that was ever told to us. We're gonna reverse that shit. We're gonna rebuke it. We're gonna send it back down to the abyss, send it back down to sender, and we're gonna watch these white people fall at our feet without even budging, because that's what the crows mean. They're not playing any games. The Most High not playing any games. The Most High can make every last white person croak, and any one of his own that has been killed for decades, you know, decades, murdered in the street, living through these curses. So you imagine what he's going to do to the oppressors, to the Babylonians that caused the earth, the whole world to drink of this cup of wine that keeps us stupid and docile and cursed and in bondage with yoke. This is the yoke. Like, no, but the yokes are coming off. The yokes are off now. The thing about, being, in an environment when, with the yokes, when I say the yokes are off, you still stuck in the matrix to a point where how do you get out of this matrix? It's pretty much where we at with it. And we got to get this in our heads. We are the one who is feeding the beast to the point where they coming to take us out. Like, it doesn't even matter because they've been doing it for so long. They've been exterminating, repopulating. That's how they was able to make it this far, you know, stirring up the confusion, scattering, doing, the most for Satan. But Satan is so divided right now. They are dysfunctional. The devil is not even standing with each other anymore. You can see all the white men, they just with red cheeks, red lobsters all over the place, you know, devils, and they coming to a conclusion like, shit, I was the one who destroyed the earth. I was the one who destroyed the children of Israel. I was the one who my ancestors kept the children of Israel, God's chosen people, docile, raped them, killed them, destroyed them. We paid money, uh, fake Holocaust reparations, billions and billions of dollars to a corporation to build some illusion that had kept the children of Israel with knees in their necks. And I have to rub it in. I really do, because the Most High this is a shame. This is a season of shaming, you know, and we need to be speaking in spirit and in truth, because if we're saying this and we are alarming the people to stay away from these front store churches, it shows. It shows that we are coming together. We have to come together in that state of mind first. Denouncing religion is the only way out. So when we do that and we just like leave that right there at the door, come back and start reversing these curses, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. And we're gonna say, well, how we do that? We're gonna read the chessboard, and you're gonna find yourself running out this maze, reversing, rewind, come again, see where your ancestors went wrong, repent for that, and come to the knowledge of that, and then say, oh my goodness, it is that time that we change the word, because the word is waiting on Israel. That's why the Most High said, if my people, which are called by my name, shall turn from their wicked ways. The Most High wants to heal the land, but on one accord. The Most High is still waiting and waiting and waiting for us to snap out of it. The words waiting. White people have come to this conclusion that they already know they cannot be saved without Israel. They have to, in order to be saved, they have to uh, bless Israel, and they're not willing to do that unless they tear everything up, surrender. And I'm gonna keep throwing this in the air. Surrender, resist, military. I pray for a spirit over the military to start yanking these governors out of their offices and dragging them in for treason, for committing treason against the fellow Lord abiding citizens, the ones who know who they are. They know, they have awakened to this very important information, and we are here telling Pharaoh to stop, and Pharaoh does not want to stop. So we have to get spiritual, because the depth is deeper. The root, the rabbit, follow the rabbit, right? The rabbit hole goes so deep, it's not even funny, y'all. So when we come to spiritual, we have to understand that they have done a number to our ancestors, quite triple in measures, to the worst, that the sins have reached the heavens right now, and the heavens is right above your head. Don't ever take that for granted. The firmament, when you look up, you don't take advantage of that light. They are shameless. They do everything in the night, but nothing in the dark shall not be hidden for too long. You know, nothing is secret. Okay, and it will manifest to the light. You know, so for all of us thinking that you know, we don't know what to do, how we're gonna do this, well, we have to come together collectively, and we have to start loving each other. I always say that love is the game, but you gotta love your brothers and sisters. We have a problem with that. Before we can love our enemy, love any other race, we have to work on loving each other. You know, and the oppression is so real that we don't even want to love ourselves. The docile is so deep, the cut and the wounds are so deep. We always see is what they portrayed it, Israel to be, but Israel is special. Israel is a chosen people. Israel is a man in the end, and they know that. They had so many times to get it right. That's a whole nother video. How many white people walk around here knowing this information? Is even more scarier. They are guilty by association. They're guilty just by being silenced. And those are the independent voters. Beware of them. They wishy-washy to and fro mofos. But they'll sit there and they'll benefit off that white privilege. At the end of the day, that's what that gig was. I'm white and I'm privileged, period. And the lighter skin we wanted to be, you know, yeah. But see, they made that real clear. It didn't matter if you Mexican, black, Latino, Puerto Ricans, they still curse your ass out. They still treat you all the same. Niggers, Negroes, whatever. What you think 5 Central Park was about? Y'all still didn't get it. Everything light skin come from a black woman. They put our ancestors in cages and breeded amongst one another. That's how we became ABO. B1 is precious. If you got Bantu in you, you ought to be grateful. Because it's all about that seed. Now, that seed that they always chasing, man. What you think these movies are all about? Dion and Storm and all this bullshit. They prey on you. They know who you are more than you. Like I said, going back to your talent, what do you do for a living? What have you done? See, now they're talking about hiring people. They don't even want your degree. You don't even have to have a degree. All you have to do is have skills. And let me tell you the skills that I have. That was one of my specialties. I'm a machine operator. I've done things that I ain't have no business doing. I've done ran lines, juice machines, batcher, filler supporter, operator, milk sorter, all kinds of types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I know, I know. And I work for telemarketing. I work for doing it in Spanish and in English. I know what it is to make incentive. I know what it is to be a lot of personalities. I know what the it is. The medical field. Medical field is even more drastic. Let me tell you. You know that's it. When you have to be in that ambulance truck with a certain amount of, at a certain time, and you wind up getting stuck in hospitals with certain people and just seeing everything raw from the behind and behind the doors, and then when you walking through there at night, you just notice that there's some Freemasonry sign up. You're like, oh shit, this is on the hospital. You know, then you come to realize who you are. With your fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, eighth dimension, ninth dimension. They know what they want to do. They want this whole system to collapse. They will be able to control you with the credit score bullshit. They think so. They think. They think. That's China. China's too sloppy. Can never get nowhere. You just got caught with his pants down with gold, pooping gold out of Africa's backyard. Okay, this is messy as China for you. But yet they want to go green, and they want to put all the Muslims in concentration camps. And before they do that, though, they need those Muslims to kill the Christians first. Yeah, type of shit we're dealing with. And oh my goodness, and the Republicans, how they love to hate black Muslims with that slick ass Trump Christian shit, right? The stupid shit we are caught up in, right? And I'm like, you evil. So you're gonna use Muslim, but you're a white Christian, but because Omar is black and she's Muslim, she's Sudan, yeah, she's from the tribes that sold West Africans, Hebrews, yes, that's facts. Know your history before you go loving every old damn monarch on damn face of the earth with these damn AOCs and these freaking robots, these MK control monarch Nazi collaborators that are talking about something. I'm half Jewish and half Puerto Rican. Like, where they do that at? Only in LOC mine. But I'll go a step further. Even Obama even tells you, hey, you're the real Jews. What part did you understand? The Leviticus part or the Deuteronomy? Which one? And he always used to be slick with that shit. He tell the Jews that they not the real Jews. You're not the real Jews. Come on, we are. You know who we are. He would insinuate. Like, back then, who even understood the freaking march? Uh, 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 the story that Martin Luther King was talking about when he was on the mountain. How many of us, yeah, think about that one, you know, that mountain speech. And all he wanted to do was make it to the promised land, right? Well, damn it, we in the promised land. We just can't get our promises because we love our curses. And what happens is they benefit off of our curses. See, our curses is their blessings. So the minute we stop cursing and playing the little curse game and start living in our blessings, look, you know how many people out here with big channels say, I don't believe that shit. I don't even know what you're talking about. That is the white man's back. And they so pro-black. Okay, fine. I love you, sister, and all that and everything, blah, blah, blah. And who even knows if your baby daddy ain't your homegirl's man or some shit, you just some slick shit, but you out here. So we gotta be real. We're gonna be pro, we gotta be pro real before we can be pro color, right? Let's start living right. Because like I said, the daughter of Zion is the one who controls the earth. If you don't believe that, if you don't believe nothing else, believe this. The daughter of Zion controls the earth. So if you're twerking, guess what? The word is twerking, If you read in a book, the world's going to be reading a book. I'm almost sure around this time, Israel will be fighting. So the whole world will be fighting because once again, the whole world is a drunken cup of Israel. So let's make this real clear. Make sure that you have your food, your stock, your children. Do not send them back to these schools. Do what you want, if you may. But make sure that it is a 50-50 chance that your child, they won't lock your children up in there, keep your children from you. And don't be so fast to pretend that these teachers are your babysitters because they are your children's worst enemies in this next wave. So I just had to throw that down. Oh, that was so hard. I dropped it like it was damn near freaking hot. Ooh, shit is on fire. Your heart should have stopped. Yeah, just like so. Because I know mine's dead. I already told my daughter, I said, we're not doing these little white games with them. We're not even gonna give them the authority and the dominion. We're gonna play it safe. We're gonna just go our own way. Israel is beautiful. Israel, we're gonna be fine. The white people want to be whatever the white people want to be. They have no right to force us to do whatever they want to do. Now, if you want a whole nother white hunky ass system, hey, you can have that shit. But we don't want that shit. So no, thank you. I don't want you testing me. Don't set up no blocks for me. Don't try to block me in no hospitals. Don't try to block me into nothing. You don't have no rights. I denounce this matrix shit. I am living on the earth right now. The mother of the land had the spirit of the land is my the body that I breathe. No one owns it but me. And there's no one on this face of the earth, no white honky ass motherfuckers gonna tell me anything other than that. You know what I mean? And this is what we need to start telling these hunkies. Like, start setting up some blocks in the hood for these motherfuckers too. Because at this point, it's either our way or the highway. Nobody don't need to vote for your honky asses no more. Nobody don't want nothing, no nothing with you. You got to go. You got to go. You can't give us reparations because you sucking our reparations up. Reparations, and I want to stress this, is them getting the fuck off our land and us mining our own minerals and our enjoying the fruits of our labors, enjoying the natural resources that was meant for us as the children of Israel. But these strangers in this land, they got to figure out what they're gonna do with that honky ass system shit. That shit got to go. You ain't finna have nobody. And listen, y'all better not let them test you because you're gonna come up sick. They're gonna poison you on purpose and force you to go through something that you don't want to go through. Now, you could take this information, share it, and me, you do what you made. If this live is blessing you, please share it. Warn somebody else how to prepare your mind spiritually, physically, emotionally, how we need each other more now than ever. And I'm not talking about now if the white people they want to be out there breaking shit up, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. At the end of the day, we need to make sure our children are with us. We need to make sure our children are by our side. We are in charge. We are in charge of our. We're not going to sacrifice our children to these demons no more. Is what we're going to be saying. And if white people want to be on board with us, they cannot be trying to drag us down no Trump train, no nothing train. We just want to be set free. We don't even want this. We don't care about nothing, and we just want our land back. The children of Israel. That's all we can do is ask for to be set free and stop fucking holding us in captivity and stop trying to chip us, stop trying to poison us with all this bullshit that they got going on in the face of the earth, with all this Bill Gates hunky ass devil shit. Because Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation, they plan on partnering with Trump, but these Republicans, they white Christians, they are the fucking devil problem to this because they giving him lenient, they giving him weight, and they think that he's their hope. But see, what they're doing is they're setting themselves up for entrapment too, because the storm that's coming is not going to be mankind, it's going to be God for real, for real. And the next wave will determine on your religion. I promise you. It will determine on your religion, who you believe in, If you have another God, then go depend on that other God to save you from this great storm. Because it's not put the blood on your door. We're not doing rituals and shit like that. It's what God you serving. Do you know you're a God? For your God, children of the Most High, y'all. Do you look forward to crying out to the Most High, y'all, for your people? Or do you look forward to going to the wilderness? Do you look forward to keeping your commandments? Do you look forward and crying and striving for the truth? Do you look forward to living a righteous life? Do you look forward to all these great, wonderful things that will allow us to uncrack these fruitful blessings? Because the wicked we are, that's the more and captive we are. But if you notice, we starting to cry out to the Most High Yah. We're not even trying to. Now we're not in an illusion, like, oh, Jesus is coming to save us. No, what we're doing is we're receiving this power. It's a different frequency to the point where we know, like, oh my God, we got to save our asses, you know. But God helps those who helps themselves. So we at a point and a level right now, like, how we can help ourselves. And we can't be playing to and fro with these folks. We got to let them know we're staying in our house. I'm not getting your stuff. I'm not getting chipped. You're not going to test me. I don't want to be a part of your economy. I don't want to be a part of your economy. And that's it. And that's it. Most of us can go to Africa and have a better life. But I just want you to know that they over there too, suppressing our people too. And they are crazy over there because these elderly people will not step down. Look at South African president. He sold the whole Zambia. They're in trouble. They've been already recolonized. Like, this is what you're walking into. You about to get recolonized by China. I'm good. You got Britons scheming on the diasporas. I'm good. I'd rather fight this fight right here and come out of the matrix because we have to end this from the north. The whole world is a drunken cup off of the north because Israel is in captivity. That's why the whole earth is not at peace, because Israel is in captivity. But you got these fake ass Christians, Trump supporters, they laugh. They are so evil. They're so evil to the point where they give you happy faces when you tell them you God's chosen people. Or you hear Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is yapping his mouth about Atlanta, Georgia, and all this, and he swear he the real deal. And it's hilarious because you go and you slide in and they go, don't watch if you don't want to watch. I'm like, well, who gives this lying piece of shit the audacity and a platform to talk down on black people? Meanwhile, he's sitting there with a stolen identity that don't even freaking belong to him. So they prey on their victims, even while using their identity to get their way maliciously and manipulate the whole world, pretending to be God's chosen people, because these people are so God-fearing that they're gonna fear to, set up some corporation or some fake ass Palestine shit. Meanwhile, they doing the most in the promised land, right? They doing the most in the north, right? There is yet another bang coming. And ain't no telling, and the Most High, they all know, they know that the Gabriel, the restrainer, they only waiting for the restrainer to let loose. Then they're gonna come. They're gonna come naturally and come try to fight you. They're gonna come and try to warn you and kill you and take your XX gene, because nothing on this earth is even more valuable than your XX gene, your Y chromosome, the power to do it all. It could never be that. They just marketers and scoffers. They just steal everything. They have no history. And they can't live without us, much as they hate us. Their biggest fear is us waking up, taking our minds back, and being the real gods that we are supposed to be. Keeping our laws, statutes, and commandments, living fruitful and peace. But thank God, I just hope and pray to make it. I want my celestial seal. I really do. I really do, man. So I'm telling you, and when you closer and you closer, you better be, when you knowing about the, even myself, when I talk about these commandments, I cry. I'm like, how we been so bamboozled to the laws being so transgressed, and it's so, the wounds are so deep. They so cut the wound, like the deep wounds. It's like we talking about that approximately good 1,000 generations, man. Do the math. And it's crazy, how many people died on before coronavirus? How many people was dying a day in the world? You know, and now they saying that corona is killing everybody. It didn't matter if they die from a heart attack or what. They naturally rule that shit out to be corona. Can you imagine how desperate this government is? That how important this time is to realize that they are uh this is tyranny. They tyrant on us. They are totalitarianism. This is beyond communism. You waiting for communism to come, it's already here. So when y'all marching in the street talk about Black Lives Matter with your fist in the air, I want you to think of Marxism, okay? Communism, okay? That's already here. That's why I said if they don't rip these motherfucking governors out their offices, and the only people that can do that is the smart military that's willing to protect us against from foreign and domestic, because we are in trouble. We are in trouble. So if you think that you in a normal system, America will never be the same again. Their goal is to kill you if you resist. Period. So play right or get out the way. Move. Get out the way. Don't try to play no political games. Stay your asses out the way, because the gatekeeper games is so over. I appreciate that, G. I'm telling you, and it's an urgent feeling in my heart, to the point where we still don't know what we're doing. And we so numb, we so docile, we so to PTSD, like a mug. Everything seems normal. They try to normalize everything, and everything they do, some way down the line, they embedded it in your head, so you're not surprised. At some point, you've seen this shit before. You have a deja vu because you watched it on TV, and that's where we went wrong. Tell your vision program, televised, tell your vision to be programmed. And they've done a great number on that, and even also with music. So, I mean, if we got some talent out there, man, start singing some blues, sing some 432 hertz in the air, man. Know that we fighting spiritually, so even through music, we can throw punches, catch the souls of many. That's what me and my friend do. My little brother, he's in Nigeria. I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Send him to the studio. And we gotta be looking out for our brothers and sisters in Africa too, because they in a bind too. They waiting on us and the diasporas to sound the alarm. So we gotta be on point. This is where, wow, we talking about the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. We talking about, we have been invaded. We under a law of it's a fake constitution. It doesn't even really matter, because we've been hijacked a long time ago when they came in, and the Britons invaded ever since the Hebrews. So that's why it's very important to know what land we on, how far back this goes. I'm telling you, read the Canaan uh, in America, you will see how the Swedes came here and they made themselves comfortable, and You know, they suck up every dime that they can, you know, and the minerals that America have too, you know, and throughout the whole Caribbeans and Cuba and how we all connect. And you know, the Caribbeans is well known for the best fish, you know, the best fish. You know, the trading that was going on with the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom once upon a time, and the money never got out. It drove them crazy. So when Christopher Columbus came, if you see, his prophecy was to come to Jerusalem. If you read the Christopher Columbus prophecy, his prophecy goal was to come to Jerusalem. Yeah, this is the land, and they got you focusing on something over there. But if you match the history from the Mormons, and you read the see, because this Holy Bible is the Southern Kingdom, but you will read about the La Casas and other books, like in the Mormons, it will tell you more about the North, the Northern Kingdoms. It would tell you about the dogs. That's why Trump always loves his dogs. Oh my God, you never see me going on his ass about his dog. I say, yeah, you love them dogs, Mister De La Casa Snatcher. You know, they love their dogs. They love to bring their dogs in and kill. You know, they still get away with that shit. You know, I mean, they haven't done it in a long time, ever since Rodney King days, but they getting around with, like, you know, letting a dog, a canine dog, foam out the mouth to bite a black man's leg or some shit. Trump goes, oh, we're bringing out the dogs. We're bringing out the dogs. Yeah, okay. You've been doing that shit. Christopher Columbus came here with his dogs. 1 year later, they came back. They never said nothing about it. They never said nothing about the prophecy. He got a taste of the wolf, and then he came back with a plan. You know, he had to map out all the natural resources, and he had a desire to sell, you know, but he knew he was waiting for that spirit, because once upon a time, nobody can come on this land. They could not just come on this land, or the Southern Kingdom land, you know. And if you look at your maps from way back in the days, North, Southern, South America, and South Africa was connected. See, that's what people fail to realize. It's just like how Kenya is departing right now in Africa. It's kind of like what South America and South Africa became. And to tell you the truth, man, that's why it's so easy for the dust to come the way it came, you know. And it backtracked the Atlantic slave trade routes, you know. That's to show you the dust, that 400 years is up. And they all they want to do is, you know how many times they were able to reset this 400 years. I mean, you can go in black and white color and see them saying 400 years. That was maybe not that long ago. We're talking about 19 the 1900s, the 1919s. Don't forget about that Civil War. Don't forget about the masquerade, the Wall Street masquerade. Don't forget how they invaded this land, and they've been stealing, killing, and destroying. And what had really, really pissed them off was, that's what ticked them off to get the, that was Rothschild's idea, to take the gold out the picture, because gold was everything on this land. And it went from North Africa to the Northern Kingdom, to the Southern Kingdom. And the kings and the queens were able, hi, how are you, honey? The kings and the queens were able to, you know, keep the money in Black Wall Street from, and if you go and you look, the resources that are on Africa, the motherland alone, is mind blowing. We're talking about 10 most needed minerals on the face of the earth. We're talking about diamonds in people's backyards. We're talking about regular, like, mining gold in their back. This is Africa, and they portrayed Africa to be some poor, little, crazy, rundown country. And meanwhile, they cooling all the presidents. And look at what happened in Rwanda with the Tutsis and the religion, and how they, oh my goodness, how they took the blood, innocent blood, in the name of religion. That's why religion is a bad thing. It is our enemy. and all the lives and the bloodshed in the name of religion and the sacrifices that they continuously do without even caring or budging. So we're talking about kings and queens, and they have the audacity to hold us in hostage and colonize everything and keep us separated. From that moment on, when they started separating us through slavery, we are the descendants, fast forward, but our ancestors that were scattered among all nations, being, like I always tell everybody, yes, they still our gold and our diamonds, yes. And it's sad because the richest people on the face of the earth are the poorest people, technically, and money wise. But in natural resources, the richest people, the whole earth can live off of Africa and America alone. But the sad part is about Africa is that they are controlling the resources. The white men have them docile as well, doing the most, stealing the children, stealing the resources, breeding, doing crazy paperclip projects, turning these children, these seeds into monarchs, to use them as celebrities, to use them as Congress distractions, to keep this illusion going, And all we do is feed that beast by being uninformed and uneducated to a degree where look at us now. Now here goes the second wave. So the first wave was, did you hear the Most High yet? No? Okay. I hope and pray that everyone will hear the Most High. Because, like I said, your winter is going to determine your religion. Your summer, your church. If you go to church, if you love Jesus, if you love all this illusion stuff, that is a death sentence that killed your spirit a long time ago. Yes, sister, for real, for real. Yes. The indoctrination is severe, and it came from our own loved ones. We've been in generational curses. We've been taken to the churches. We've been told. How many of us put on a damn? I got slapped all the way to church. I mean, with a face, and I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Like we was put, but this next generation, they had the option to go. Um, they ain't nobody taking their kids to church. Yes, G. Ain't nobody taking their kids to church. I hope not. I mean, like it would be crazy. That has 99% of, yo, I'm telling you right now, if we don't hurry up and wake up, the people who are still looking forward to this Jesus Caesar Borgia train ride they're gonna find themselves losing their crown of air. And that's the greatest thing about Revelation. See, Revelation 3 talks about the Jews not being the real people. I know that's right. Me too. I want all my ties back too. I never really paid ties. Like I'll be damned. Like I mean, how many times I done seen people get locked up and they come asking the pastor for some help, and he don't even want to bail nobody out. I'm like, how my sister got locked up? She gave you all her money, all her income tax, and you don't even want to help me bail her out. What kind of pastor are you, yo? And then I even one day looked at his face and said, "What kind of message is we don't have to keep our commandments? What are you out here teaching, sir? You got me twisted." You know what I mean? But what I was looking for, I swear I was looking for something and I lost my thought. But let me tell you, they think that we are going to be asleep forever. But the part about us waking up is the scariest part for them. And we are waking up right now in such a great, wonderful time that they don't even want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? They will hope that we will really have coronavirus. Like then they send the black folks, the black general, to come and tell the black folks you are at big risk. So it's going to be the Latinos, the blacks, that are more vulnerable to this. And I am the black general, and you're going to take my advice, and I want you to live in fear. And I'm like, if you don't get the fuck home. Can you imagine that shit? You turn on the news and you see some bullshit like that. Why only us? What's with us? I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're special. They know that we have a gene in us that is waking up. They need to come for us first because they know we're gonna be flipping their asses in these concentration camps. We're gonna be like the Terminators, okay? We're gonna get this spirit on us that's gonna be fighting. Now, we already naturally fighters, right, y'all? We fight all day, a day in the hood. We fight each other. We fight sisters and brothers, cousins. We don't care. We would jump your ass. Like, it's not one ghetto ass hood family that I've not seen yet. They don't have to get along with each other. But if you pull up at their door and you try to violate one, you gonna get jumped. That's just the way it is in the hood. Like, I don't care. You could be the messiest family as I done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have my crackhead ass on come out there and slap the shit out of chicks. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my life was in the hood, and I speak from experience. I don't try to be like, these rappers. They want to sing about shit they ain't never been through, but they seen. You know what I'm saying? But we are special people. We are special. We are special in English. We are special in Jamaican. We are special in Spanish. We're special in Ebonics. We're special in Southern talk, fried chicken, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? To the point where we don't even want to. We want to start planting our own chicken because we love chicken. You know what I'm saying? You can hold a pork. I'm good with the chillings. Get that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat pork. I don't want pork. I want my own baked chicken that I plant from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I want my own vegetables. Please download some nice, uh, make your own food vegetables, and make sure don't be scared to buy you some guns. Don't be scared to buy you some guns and some bullets. Please don't. I'm tell you right now, invest in some time in shooting. I don't care. If you do got a couple of white friends, take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Say, listen, I need you to take me to the shooting range. Those of you got a couple of white friends, let them put you on, plug you in. Learn how to shoot a gun. That's the problem. That's where we went wrong. You know what I mean? Yes, yes. She said, "Yep, locked and yes, locked and loaded." You know what I mean? And we have to be ready to sit at that door as the daughters of Zion, and we have to be ready to fight and know that the Most High got a bigger and better plan for us. Because, like I said, they were chasing the dragon was chasing the mother and her seed, and the earth saved her. It's pretty much where we at with it right now. And we got to take this into consideration. So make sure that we are being diligent and vigilant. Make sure you're reading the Lord's hidden books. Make sure you are hearing the Most High speak to you, Israel. Never mind the religion, denounce religion, get out the hidden agendas and all of that. Stay away from the Israelites on the street, and just go for the treasure scriptures. The treasure scriptures is you're gonna when Most High says, "Oh Israel," then you shall be listening to the Most High tell you what happened, what your ancestors did, what do you got to do to make it right, and what is more better, you know? What is more better? What is the true faith? You know what I'm saying? All that shit they taught you in these front store churches, you gotta denounce it, throw it all away, erase it. So when you do open a book, oh man, your heart gonna start racing. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, oh wow, oh my goodness. Dad, they were doing this. Damn, they were doing that. Damn, and in our nature we could be wicked. I've done seen some shit. Come on, we from the hood. We wicked. We are wicked. Damn, we are wicked. See what I'm saying? And we got to deal with us first before we can actually be friends and lovers of anything else. We got to deal with us first. And we are rebellious people, man. We are rebellious to the point where mothers and daughters can't see eye to eye. Daddies and sons have left each other. I mean, like, we're so lost. They dismantle the families. And yes, we grew up without mothers and without fathers, and most of us had to grow up in the hood with our grandmothers, and because our loved ones are on drugs, and we seen the 70s and the 80s. It was crazy. The AIDS rate was crazy. Because don't think for once that Bill Gates wasn't killing only African people. Okay, they were doing the damn thing right here in America. I done seen all my uncles die from AIDS. I done seen my aunt die from AIDS. It was just that last generation like from the 70s, 80s, and the 90s. By the time 2000 came, they were already like on their way out. You know what I mean? They all died so young. But for some reason, we are that generation where we were able to see, like I said, we were there before the computers. We here during the computers. So that generation are the only generation that can really, really, really kick ass in this fight because we're not like the last. There's a lot of elderly people dying off. You notice they all racist. They all been locked in nursery homes. No shade, but look at the story. Look how it played out. The karma in the air. The in the earth. Right. These are all racist ass people that they had money. You know what I'm saying, for people like us in captivity, the children of Israel, to come and clean their asses. You know what I'm saying? We was more than servants. They fed our babies to alligators. They raped us. They destroyed us. They did everything to us. They still trying to do more than some to us. Like it just never ends. So we have to come to a conclusion where we are going to jump out this game with them and say no. This is where we draw the line, especially when it comes to fuck your economy. You get up off the land. We don't even want you here no more. You know what I'm saying? We just got to reclaim the land, fight it, and know that the Most High got us. You know what I'm saying? But we got to know who we are. So when you know who you are, make sure you're awake. Make sure you're not being sidetracked. Make sure you're not half-ass preacher, because you got a lot of these brothers on here, man. They in love with being that preacher. Look, there's old preachers. They cannot come out of Babylon. So they go and they try to mix the new knowledge with the old knowledge, and they try to blend it in like it's a piece of candy. It's a new itching word for your itching ears. But we got to be careful with people like that and harlots, because they number warlocks, harlots, wandering spirits, seeking. You know what I'm saying? Who they can prey on. And the minute you start letting people in your pineal gland and in your space, and you start raising your arms and you start sharing your energy with other people on a certain level, just know that that's dangerous. So all these little games that they playing in the church, when you praying so deep into these demons, just know that you are falling into the curses deeper and deeper. Is what we had to endure. So now we're waking up out of the sleep and slumber, because the Most High say, I will pour out my spirit on all my sons and daughters. And his sons and daughters are the ones that are being, with the spirit poured upon them like nobody's business. So right now, this is the time to shine. This is the time to shame the devil and his liars and his lies and all these hunky ass pastor pork chops. They doing the most. You cannot preach as you're not a priesthood. You got to make sure you let them remind them that you're not a priesthood. You're not allowed to teach this. This word ain't yours. It does not belong to you. It is history that you decimated. This does not belong to you. You got to start snatching this word out of their hand. You got to start shoving this book down their throat a certain type of way. We have to start shaming them. That's the next best way to reclaim the earth, to take the earth back in a spiritual way. Because remember, while everything was, it was, their iniquity was already at work. So we got a lot of unsarving to do. You know what I mean? And mixed with the lighter fluid. Oh shit. Damn. Well, period. And that the curses that came in there is what we need to reverse. Especially how many of us has sat down on our knees and prayed to these demons. Like, we didn't know no better. But now that we know better, we need to come out of this illusion, and we need to reclaim our spirituality back and just be grateful that we are, our ancestors, the ones that waited and waited and waited, they just waited. They ain't know what are you waiting for. I mean, you better hurry up and take your life back, take your mind back. There's nothing else here left to wait for. You don't take it, ain't nobody gonna give it to you, because they came here, they took your earth, they took your inheritance, and they told you your next heaven, your inheritance is in the sky somewhere. And I'm like, yeah, okay. They tell you don't store. Look how crazy they are. Don't store your treasures up on the earth. Stir them up in heaven. Store them up in heaven. You know. But I'll tell you what. We supposed to be working for the next generation and the next generation. Every time one of us die, we're supposed to die and leave something to our next generation. And we don't have that. So we need to start reclaiming everything right. Because these white people are taking our inheritance and our own land and got us in captivity. And they're doing everything and they're giving their children our inheritance. And never mind the atrocities that they have caused to keep it to get this far. But religion had a great play in that. So that's why I always say, please help me to share this message and denounce religion. Religion is our enemy, and in a respectable manner, because as you can see, you're getting ready to go through a wave, and we will see which God is going to be saving who. Now, as I last recall, Yahweh has been there for me. And trust me, I done have been in accidents where my head windshield should have went through the glass, and my face should have been bleeding. Hallelujah, but it wasn't. But you could see a punch through the glass. Just screaming on that name. Yahweh. Oh my God, Yahweh. And just screaming on the right name will save your life. Call on my name in these last hour, and you shall be saved. So make sure we're not screaming on Jesus. Make sure we are trying to reconnect to the Most High. The Most High Yah. He said, my children, which are called by my name. If you go and you look up all the children from the first slave trade, you will see that all his children came off the boat. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring that up for you. I'll show you better than I could tell you. If I could find it. I probably might be able to find it. Yeah, here it is. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to share this with you. You can take it. You can do whatever you want to do with this information. Like, I've done this lesson before, and the Most High has blessed me with this because cannot reject information. So what I have here on the screen, I'm going to show you real quick on the screen, is African names, right? So this right here is when the slaves first came here. Okay, so I'm gonna take you to the scripture, so you can take it however you want, because only thing that happened here is your identity has been stolen, but everything has been a forever, everlasting warning and a forever covenant, you know. So if you type this in here, Yah, right? These are different names, as you can see. These are different names of the ships and the towns of the slave trade in Freetown, right? But if you type in Yah and press enter, you will see that the names change. And in every name in there, somewhere has Yah. Y-A-H. Y-A-H. Imya. Imya. Yahoo. So when they say they changed their name, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, yes. Yes. For real, for real. Yes, 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 baby, baby. And look, Yah, Henya. And it got at age 27, 6 feet, 6'5", 6 feet and 5 inches. That's pretty tall. That was a man. Ebo, Hebo, you know. Then you look at the Anna Maria. Those were the boats. The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. So if you even go and you look up those boats, right? You look up this. Now listen, what's so special about this is, I mean, there's names in here, Banya, Kandaya. The point that everybody's name is Yah in it, has Yah in it, Y-A-H. So that's why this scripture, Second Chronicles, is so precious, and why the world is waiting on the children of Zion. See, the Most High has his Zion, always had his Zion. No one will ever take that place. That's why you so worldwide hated, because they know they will never, the Most High don't know no other children but the children of Israel. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Okay? And they were able, okay, to take these ships and just keep shipping them off from slave trade to slave trade. You notice, Freetown, if you look up these boats, Anna Maria, you will come up and you will see the boats that look like, where they used to fit a lot of people on the boats. Yes, they were able to do that, and they didn't care if you shit, but at some point, when knowledge has increased, they were able to do that when they were building more boats. Because before Christopher Columbus, it was the very own people trusting him, okay, from the tribes, taking him here and there, But that's what they do. They will use you to still kill and destroy you. So that's why we got to be careful how we out here playing these white people games with the Trump supporters. You do not want to be an instrument of your own demise. So for every word I say, I never let a good word go to waste. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I want to go look for your ancestors on here, because Ancestry.com ain't cutting it. But I'll tell you what, this right here will lead you, to the best. You can find out who you are by your blood type. That's another way of finding out who you are. You may just go for a regular, normal, physical, and you would just want to see, what's your blood type. If you B1, you're Bantu, you ABO, you're the children of Israel. And this is, with RH blood in it. It's that power shit. You understand me? Because don't forget, history don't lie. So on that end, I'm gonna be getting up out of here. But I really do want to play this one more time. You guys, I want you to feel this song like nobody's business. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. I love y'all. Sorry, I'll be forgetting about this too right here. Shout out to all of y'all. Love y'all. Hello. And I want to play this one more time because this right here is to want to show you on my way off, logging off, how beautiful Israel is. How beautiful Israel is. Why they are so amazing in everything that they do, that we do. We are phenomenal, We are the great builders. We are the great creators. I mean, just looking at how beautiful we can gather and be, it's just so beautiful. And I want us to take that and use that, to inspire one another. Know that we're more with each other and less without each other is what we need to start saying. Because together, when you put our talent together, man, we are the best sort peculiar people on the face of the earth. Can't make this shit up, man. Sheesh. Look at this.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami ilondoloze 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 zungangishilana ilondoloze ilondoloze ilondoloze.
Now think about it. These hunkies will die without our sports. Oh my God, they will die without us. That's why they love us. They love to hate us. They know their time is up. Pat yourself on the back because you're beautiful. The children of Zion, I love y'all.
Zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
Yes. Thank you for that. Rap the news. I'm telling you, he is the bomb. Y'all go ahead and check him out too, because he be putting it on. When he be decoding, oh my goodness. He is nothing to play with, you know. Don't you get mad when you hear these little hunky ass commercials? You're welcome, G. They be acting like, oh, this land was founded on the colors and the red, white, and blue, and I'm like, shut up, you jerk offs. You wish, you know what I mean? This shit was a already here land. Everything a black man built it for a reason because that land belongs to Israel. You know, if you write Jerusalem, and in the middle you will see USA for a reason, y'all. Type it in. Write Jerusalem, JER space USA space LEM. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just know that you are God's chosen people, and the Most High is coming back to fight for His. And I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Share, 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 share. Love y'all. Have a good day.